Welcome to our Garage Geek 3-in-1. Hey Garage Army. So today I am going to try to make this video. Well, I'm not going to try to make this video. I am making this video, but I'm going to not edit it, which is bad because I always edit my videos because I have so many long pauses and I say too much. And I mean, I could see when I watch my own Friday night videos, like how many pauses. But my goal today is I really need to focus on my reading. I have so many books that I'm started and I'm in the middle of, and I just need to devote my time to reading. And editing one video usually takes me about an hour, I would guess. So you don't need to hear all that, but I'm just going if this is not going to be my typical video, it's going to be unedited. So like I said, I'm going to have 3 parts of this video. It's going to be vinyl, then comic books, and then science fiction novels. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is a thread response to Chris Prophy. He wants us to show 3 albums that we've never shown before, which is pretty easy for me because I have so many albums that I've never shown before. I also want to do a shout out to Doug Anderson because I watched his video last night, which led me to Chris Prophy. I do watch Chris Prophy regularly, but I saw Doug Anderson's video first. Love Doug Anderson's channel. He also is starting a thread, and I am going to hopefully jump on that tomorrow, right? And that thread is Show Your Actors. I love it. Okay, so the first one that I'm going to show is Peter, Paul, and Mary, A Song Will Rise. I absolutely love Peter, Paul, and Mary. I'm an unapologetic Peter, Paul, and Mary fan. I've seen them in concert at least twice. They are phenomenal. I don't care what you say. You can put all the hate you want in my comments. That's not going to change my opinion. And look at this gorgeous album. Look at that. And this came from Ruben's collection. Ruben signed it. So thank you, Ruben, for your signature. You know, it just makes the album unique. So there you go. A Song Will Rise by Peter, Paul, and Mary. The second album that I'm going to show is by Marty Robbins. Now, I probably haven't shown this for 2 reasons. Number one, it's got a 50-cent tag on it. That's how much I paid for this thing. And it just doesn't have that appealing a cover. I mean, it's an okay cover. So usually in my videos, I try to pick out artistic covers to show something that's appealing. Like, for example, I really do like that, the pose on that, the placement, the color, everything about the image, the happiness. This one, yeah, it's a little bit darker. There's not much to it, really. I mean, he's gazing off in the distance. You know, he's like looking at a campfire or something. It's called... Yeah, like I need to interpret this for you. Tonight, Carmen. So I've never shown this album. I don't even know if I've even played it, but I have this, and that's a stone cold phenomenal album. Can I say that stone cold phenomenal? I don't think those go together. Okay, so I'm sure that this is really good, and I actually do need to listen to it. So that is another album that I don't think I've ever shown. Now, the last one that I'm going to show is for duplicitous reasons. So I have Tom Waits' Blue Valentine, a stunning album. I love it. It's brand new. I bought it new. It was like a, what do you call those? A release. It even has the hype sticker here. Newly remastered with Waits, Brennan. Now, I don't think I've ever shown this. It's a gatefold. Now, the reason I'm showing this is because Vinyl Richie showed some comics, and he offered to send them to me, and I hate just saying, hey, send me your stuff for free. I just don't like doing that. He also showed a Nazareth album, and I really want it. I cannot find it in good condition. He probably sold it already. But Vinyl Richie, I'm trying to find something in my collection that's vaguely punk that maybe you don't own, that you would want to trade. Trade me for your comic books. So anyways, if you don't have this and you want it, I mean, it's brand new. I played it a couple times, and it's an awesome album. Really good. All right, so that is the Show 3 albums thread by Chris Prophy. Please go check out his channel. Awesome channel, good-looking guy, great singer, and what is he? Not piano, guitar. He plays the guitar. All right. Next, I am doing Now I have to say everyone looks handsome. Okay, Comic Collector Geek, you're handsome too. So, Comic Collector Geek, hi Aries, my dog is right here, he's staring up at me. Comic Collector Geek does his Friday night challenge every week, and I've missed a few. My room is such a mess. I've always got excuses. But he's doing the go-go checks this week. So if you want to know what those are in detail, you should check out his video. But basically, DC put them out for a period of time, I think in the 60s. So I'm going to show some DC Comics with what they're called go-go checks. So here I have Swing with Scooter, and it says Zipsville. So this seems like a combination of Scooby-Doo and Archie. Zipsville. We'll never split from that monster unless we drop some dead weight. Will this help? So this guy, no fat jokes, okay? But he's the heaviest and he throws off the guitar. Okay, and there's this monster coming after him. So there you go. Swing with Scooter. Next, we have Jimmy Olsen. So Comic Collector Geek showed Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane. So I didn't want to repeat that. But those are some of my favorite comics, too. So here is Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. This is number 102. Says, I'm not crazy. I tell you, Superman is really reporter Clark Kent. And if you let me out of this straitjacket, I'll prove it. Poor Jimmy. Till he gets over his delusion, you must keep him in solitary here at the asylum. Featuring Superman's greatest double cross. Yeah, so as Comic Collector Geek was stating, it always seems like the friends and lovers of Superman are always being mean and devious and trying to kill him. And yeah, I don't know how these are his friends. Okay, so here is Superman number 185. This cover made me laugh. It says, finally, the Man of Steel acquires a mortal weakness in Superman's Achilles heel. So we got two guys. He's talking to an audience, and there's two guys off stage. And Superman says, yes, gentlemen, one part of my body has become vulnerable. That's why from now on, I must always wear this steel box on my right hand to protect it from fatal wound. Yeah, and it says it to protect it from it does say a fatal wound. So then... These guys on the side, he's bluffing. His real Achilles heel is his left hand. When this poisoned arrow hits it, watch Superman drop dead. Poor Superman. All he does is good. They just want to kill him on stage, and they want him to drop dead. World's best-selling comic magazine, and all these people are like watching. I mean, come on, that's pretty hilarious. That must be Kurt Swan, because it's like the body of Superman is always so large in his... I'm not fat-shaming Superman. All right, next we have a Superboy. I've shown this one before. It's number 139, but it's hilarious. The town that hated Superboy. Look, these people are all throwing garbage and bricks at Superboy. That's hilarious. Yesterday, I was a hero. Today, I'm a bum. Even my own parents despise me. Oh, yeah, that must be Mon Bakian throwing crap at him. Even Cabbage. Oh, gosh. That makes me laugh. Don't get me started. So, let's just take a little pause. Today, I was listening to the radio, and the song, ZZ Top song came on, Slip Inside My Sleeping Bag. That is so stupid. I feel like doing a separate video on it just because it's such a stupid song. Like, why are they sleeping in sleeping bags, and why are they inviting random women to come sleep with them in the sleeping bags? Hey, mama, come sleep in my sleeping bag. It makes no sense. Are they camping? Are they homeless? I don't understand. It's such a dumb song. But anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Stupid sleeping bag. All right. The next one is Our Army at War, number 174. And this is with Sergeant Rock. Oh, somebody actually wrote on this one. And this is Sergeant Rock is finally booby-trapped by 1 Kill too many. And so we've got this. That must be a Kubert cover. Yeah, Joe Kubert. Kubert or Kubert, I'm not sure how to say it. And so you got some people fighting in the background. And then, of course, you got the Nazi symbol. And, of course, anything with the Nazi symbol in comics is makes it more collectible. Next, we have Metal Men number 22. The most electrifying villain the Metal Men has ever faced turns the robots into humans. So here we have in the startling attack of the Sizzler. So, of course, I was thinking of the restaurant, Sizzler. And, yeah, this guy is like electrifying and everybody, turning them into humans. And so I actually haven't read any of these Metal Men, but a Sleepy Reader read a couple of them, and he was saying how strange they are. So I can't wait to dive into some of these. Right. The next one is a really beat up comic, but this is Justice League number 49. It's a 12 center, and you can see it. It's pretty beat up, but it's I was laughing because like this guy is like all like doing his spell like this. He's a little fae. So there's no real way for the Justice Leaguers to defeat my unreal demon. He's splashing pink powder at them. Batman, Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, and threat of the true or false sorcerer. Sorry. I probably shouldn't have said those things. All right, Flash number 170. Unbelievable. The see-nothing spells of abracadabra. Things sure are... Oh, I've shown this one. Things sure are quiet in town tonight. Might as well turn in. And, you know, there's all this chaos going on. People shooting and looting and rioting. 3 more. I think I pulled 11, actually. So the next one is Action Comics number 351. And this is a Look Superman One Hand. We got the go-go checkers, right? So that's the focus of this. Kind of forgot that. Featuring Superman's most fantastic foe, Javam, the Invincible. He's got like wings on his feet, yellow and green. He's got a reddish beard, hair. I kind of want to see that guy in real life. All right, Adventure Comics featuring Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes. This is number 357. You can see I'm going back in the alphabet because I started with A and then I just pulled them out. So now I'm going backwards. It can't be. Feral Lad's ghost has returned to haunt us. He's blaming us for his death. So look at him. He's got his accusing stare. Of course, this obviously reminded me of Hamlet. I think, doesn't the ghost of the father just stand there and point? Or he doesn't say anything. Maybe in one version or one movie he's pointing. I don't know if that's in the actual text. But yeah, that reminded me of that. And the last one we are going to do is Batman number 179. And so this one says, sheesh. The Riddler's back again with a new batch of zany puzzles to drive Batman and Robin batty. Now, what's interesting about this, besides the fun cover, is there are 4 riddles on here that are solved, I guess, within the comic. So have any of you read this? Or do any of you know the solutions to the riddles? So if you do, put them in the comments. The first one is, how can one get into a locked cemetery at night? Maybe to be buried there? No, that doesn't make sense. Can you tell what nationality Napoleon's parents were? When does 10 added to 10 equal 10? And then why is the letter A like a honeysuckle? Okay, none of those riddles were in the least bit interesting except for maybe the cemetery one. All right, so thank you, handsome comic collector geek, for your Friday night challenges. They're fun. I really wish that I would do them weekly, you know, but life gets in the way. So the last thing, part 3, is going to be a science fiction book haul that I got. Did I bring? Oh, and I forgot one set of books. Hold on, I'm going to grab them. See, this is what I should edit out, but I'm not gonna. I probably just lost everybody. All right, so I got ridiculously cheap. Nobody wanted these. And you know what? You can find these used for $1.50. But I got all of these Orson Scott Card Ender's Game or Ender series, Ender and Shadow. Now, one reason I've had some of these before, one reason I never bought them is because they just don't look good on a shelf. They're not uniform. I wish they would just put out a set of these books that look uniform. Now, another, this is one of the first sci-fi series that I read, you know, besides the big ones, you know, like Lord of the Rings and, you know, all that stuff. And this series blew me away. First of all, it's two separate series with a single starting point. And one series, the Ender, that focus on Ender, is very cerebral. And whereas the other one that focuses on Bean or the Shadow, it's more action-oriented, kind of. Anyways, these series, both these series are amazing. And I love these books. Ender's Game can be read by itself, and it's very surprising. The writing is good. It's actually pretty deep. It's often labeled as a children's book, and a child can read it. I mean, a teen. But there's so much in it. It's actually such a good and well-written book. There are really many layers to it. And then when you go on to, you know, Speaker for the Dead, and Children of the Mind. And is Xenocide here too? Do I have Xenocide? Oh yeah, here it is. Xenocide. Yeah, I mean, these books are really, really good. And then, of course, you got the Ender Shadows books, which I also really love. I can't recommend these books enough. They are phenomenal. I just wish they would put out a book set that is really nice. So, I mean, I think I got all of those for $10, all of those together. And I was like, you know, why not? I got some Daw books. You know, I'm collecting these. And I got 3 by Gordon R. Dixon. So, I guess I'm going to have to, you know, read something by him. Naked to the Stars and Soldier-esque Not. So I guess it's going to be, they all seem to be kind of military. Yeah, a classic of interstellar warfare. So we'll see. But anyways, 3 more for my Daw collection. I got this beautiful book, 5 Tales from Tomorrow. So those are those the tales? Where are they? Oh yeah, here are the authors. Oh, I do like short story collections like this, or maybe, yeah, short story or novellas. But yeah, I'm getting into these older books. It's just, that's just such a cool cover. 2 more older books. This one is Damon Knight, The Rithian Terror. It seems like there's all these like weird eggs under the sea. I don't know. It was like the seller was, the prices were really cheap and people weren't bidding. And so I went ahead and bought it. I think it was like $2. And then this one also, The Empty People. I wasn't like blown away by that cover, but it was interesting enough that, you know, I wanted to check it out for a couple bucks. Now, the rest of these, so I went on this because it was vintage science fiction, but I ended up buying so much modern trash. For example, the Ender stuff isn't trash, but I did not need those books clogging up my shelves. And I went ahead and I bought, all of these are modern books that I bought. And I'm going to go through them very quickly, but I mean, I did not need these. So one of them I'm glad to have because I'm collecting the Asimov books. And even though this is a newer set, I had a couple of these when I was younger. So I wouldn't mind having these sets, this set of books, just because, you know, it's what I had. It's kind of for nostalgic reasons. Next, it's a time travel book. And Joe Haldeman, I believe he wrote that one. I loved it. I think it won. Yeah, it won a Hugo Award. What was it called? It's a war. It's about time, and like the ship goes. I don't want to even try. Okay, forget that. So Joe Haldeman has won the Hugo Award, and this is a time travel book, and so I'm really interested in time travel. I love that subject, so I figured for I think it was like $1 or $2. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up. I got this one simply because of the Boris Vallejo cover. Yeah, right. So I'm starting to collect more of this, and so I'm trying to get that into focus. Yeah, so that's, oh, there we go, Boris artwork. I got my second Star Wars book. The first one I bought was Splinter in the Mind's Eye, and nobody bid on this. So I was like, you know what, why not? It's a movie tie-in. It's probably written by Alan Dean Foster. Oh no, it's by Donald F. Glut. He's kind of famous too. Did I read one of his books recently? I probably have. Anyways, there you go. The Empire Strikes Back. Now, the last ones that I'm going to show, I don't even know why I bought these, but it was a set, and it looks so hokey. They're called Area 51. It's a series, and I guess it's about an alien invasion. And then, I mean, the cover art I thought was cool for an alien invasion book. But then I think they start like bringing in like other things like the Sphinx. Like I think they're like those books are like Chariots of the Gods. They're like bringing in other things on Earth with this alien invasion. So here is Stonehenge. And then there's one, Area 51, Excalibur. I don't know what these books are going to be like, but I bet they're fun. And this one is called Area 51, The Reply. So maybe this is the second one in the series. But anyways, here's Easter Island. Yeah, so I think I got all these for $10. I'm at least going to read the first one, and if it's fun, I'll keep going. But I don't know. Have any of you read this? Are anybody interested in these? If you saw this Area 51, the first one, would you pick it up? Would you read that? I don't know. So there you have it. There's Garage Geeks XS. I shouldn't have gone on WhatNot. I'm actually doing it a lot less. I have a deal with my husband, so every time I go on WhatNot, and whatever I spend, I actually have to put an equal amount into savings. So I'm actually sticking to that. Okay, so yeah, like you need to know all my financial problems. So this was a Garage Geek 3-in-1. We talked about 3 vinyl that I've never shown. Okay, Vinyl Richie. Then next, it was 10 comics with the go-go checks, thanks to Comic Collector Geek. Oh, and that was Chris Prophy, did I say that? And Doug Anderson, thank you both. And then the last one was my WhatNot science fiction book haul. I want to thank everyone out there for the support. Unfortunately, you're probably going to see another video from me tomorrow.